Doesn't help, does it? I mean, the supply was there. It's just the ability to be able to finish. I mean, at eight more inside 50s, 4 more shots. We owned a lot of the play, but couldn't convert. So there are other issues in our game at the moment that we need to tidy up. Just not being clean at the right time is also as important, particularly if you can catch the opposition on a fast break and you're not necessarily clean when you need to be.
Can you elaborate on some of those other issues?
Well, not being clean when you need to be clean, effectively, yeah.
Was it just an anxiety that ran through the team, you think, in the end of that?
No, we were just always fighting to. I mean, we never got ourselves in a position where we could control the game. We're always fighting to get back into the game, and that can put some tension into the state of the game, and sometimes players can feel that, but they shouldn't. And so we learn a harsh lesson, particularly here at home, and it's not something that sits well with us.
How do you rate Geelong after that? Obviously they were tipped to slide this year. Do you think otherwise?
Well, I'm not sure who tipped them to slide. Well, you know, they're still experienced and their era is still around. Still a really good, smart kicking team. So, no, I wouldn't have thought so. I think you're playing, you know, a side that's going to be right up there.
Were they able to catch the way that you guys zone and press a little bit off balance with that movement back inside the corridor that they were executing? It seemed to take you almost 2.5 quarters before your players worked out how to combat that.
Yeah, I mean, it suggests that, but you know, every area that you want to finish high up, we did. So, if they got us on a fast break and a transfer of play like you're talking about, then and you give them easy passages towards goal, then that can be an issue for you. Particularly if you've had to play for 2 or 3 minutes where you got it in around your forward 50, and that happens. And that's something we need to nullify as well. Yeah.
Was the critical time, you think, in the third quarter when you had that first play and kept on closing the margin, a few shots on goal? And that was when the run of points started at that point, wasn't it?
When you play at home, you need to put some self-doubt into the team and get in front and make sure that there's an intimidation factor about playing here. But if you're consistently not kicking straight, then they're feeling like they're on top of you and that they're a genuine chance throughout the course of the game. And that's a problem that... because they tend to be able to express themselves a lot easier and play with a lot more freedom mentally.
The injuries to Mooney in Lonergan and Lonergan, obviously still worked over as much as but given Subiaco the way it is, the weather the way it is, did those injuries in a way work for them? You think the ability to bring Menzel in and Guthrie came back in a few more legs than they were able to.
And the first game at Christensen.
As well.
Yeah, I find it strange that you have to make 3 changes, put it that way.
You think there's something more to it?
No, I mean, to make 3 changes from a Thursday to a Friday is strange.
Were you a bit annoyed?
No, not really. It didn't throw us out because once you know, you know. We'd already picked our side.
Why do you bring it up? Do you think there's Dutch and Drake's going on there? That they were originally going to pick those?
Oh, look, it's no reason. It's got no implication to the game. But I'm just saying the fact that there was 3 late changes made is an issue, I think.
Would you like to see that time?
Yep.
But it's only one instance in the game. What was your call on when Matthew has the snap and Michael, the ball was curling towards the post? Was he right to go for it? Do you think he just spilled the mark?
It was one of those interesting kicks, wasn't it, where Sun doesn't know whether someone's bearing down to touch the ball as to whether he protects it, as in the ball going over for a goal, or he goes to mark it because he thinks that someone's going to touch it. And I think that's... I haven't spoken to him yet, but I think that's what he was thinking. But a week's a long time in football, isn't it? You go from one extreme to the other. But look, as I said, I'll speak to him about that.
It looked like it was curling to the post as well, like when you watch it.
Right, yep.
It looked like it could have easily clicked the post.
Okay, well, so it's all those things he's got to be thinking about. It's called making the right decision under pressure.
How much is games now?
Yeah, I mean, it was I don't think enough was made of, him matching Shane Parker's record. Yeah, 238 games. I thought he's terrific. Yeah.
What about next week? How big an occasion is that to break the record back in his hometown? How much does the club need to win it for him?
Really, it's not. I mean, whilst the milestone is fantastic, it's about the ability of the team to win under any circumstance.
Is it pretty clear cut now that he is the greatest stopper ever?
Well, I would have thought so. Yeah. I mean, Peter Bell's obviously right up there as well, but I think Pavlich is a completely different player to Peter, and I think he's right up there with the best of all, of the competition, not just with Fremantle.
When you say not enough was made of it, will you make a lot of it internally ahead of the game next week?
He tends not to like that too much. He tends to be a little bit more complacent and make sure that the team's focused.
How did you rate the work around the stoppages, the ruck duels, and whether you were able to capitalise on what Aaron was able to do?
Well, overall it says we won by 10. Probably the finishing, the scoring from stoppages wasn't enough, if you know what I mean. So once you clear it, it's your ability to be able to score from that, wherever the stoppage may have taken place. And probably needed more in that area, but the results say we won, so I don't think it was an issue for us, but we just need to be a little bit more creative with finishing.
You've had Reece Palmer 2 weeks in a row now, one game subbed out, next game subbed in. Where does that place him, say, for the next week's game?
Well, I mean, he's it's not all about. This is not all about Reece, but it's all about picking the right team to win. So that's the we've got a couple of players hopefully coming back in coming weeks, but once again you've got to make sure that they're fit enough to be able to cope with these new rotations.
Where's the chance for next week to come back?
I'd say Silvani and Ibbotson will play, just where, and any other player that's played well at Waffle level.
Sando's ankle was fine.
Fine, yeah, got through the game.
Is it as clear cut as this is the game you let slip?
Well, it depends on where you rate Geelong. I rate them highly. I still think they've got an era left in them. Yeah, so naturally you'd like to win games here at home.
Chris Scott's suggestion was that you had enough shots to win it.
I would have thought so. That's right. We did. Thanks.